First off, this is super cool. Just starting at plot 1 and saving a ton of time. That is a massive win in my book. But now let's go over the final match needed for me to get my final Ascension dust for my first ever 6-star Ascension. Now, here's the thing. As you can see, I have joined back Salty. I was there, I think in like April or something. It's been a while, but I'm now back in there. And I won't have as much creative control with my account, but I don't mind that, man, because in return, I get to do more rank ups, I get to do more crystal openings, so I think it's a fair trade-off, but just be aware, I might not take up who I want to take up for Ascension, though I do have a lot of, variety when it comes to what I can pick for Ascension, so I'm looking forward to it, man. My first ever 6-star Ascension. It's going to be a big deal, right? Because I don't know how common Ascension will be after this. I know we got it pretty, fast already, but after this event, I don't know how long it will take for my next 6-star Ascension. So I need to be really cautious of this choice. But this is my final matchup here. And this meta is honestly just meh. I just don't care about it. It's all about the burst characters. There really isn't too much to worry about on defense. It is just simply use your strongest, use your fastest, hope you win, hope you get lucky, right? That's just how it is. On the bright side, it is less RNG based than the Crit Make the Best Shot meta, so that's something at least, right? But yeah, besides that, nothing too difficult at least, so it's not super annoying. It's just it feels like there's no nodes sometimes, but other times you can definitely tell. Against a Shuri or something, oh yeah, you can tell that there are nodes there for sure. But here I picked Nick Fury and I picked Sunspot as well. Sunspot, really good pick here, you'll see why later. But I also opted for Nova instead of Nick Fury, and this was the best decision ever. And Nova is still just super underrated, man. He is such a powerhouse for Battlegrounds, it is insane. And yeah, here he picks Kate Bishop and probably Rintra. And here he has a 7-star Maul, so that's pretty scary. But 7-star Maul, honestly, after committing the best shot, isn't really that difficult, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like he is pretty easy these days with a ton of counters like Titania, Scorpion, Human Torch, Ant-Man, Cassie Lang. There's just too many counters. There's Silk too now. Yeah, he has it rough, man. He just has it rough. And there I picked Nimrod for that domino, so things are looking pretty good for us right now. So let's see what the first draft is. So he places down Korg, right? Because he is unsuspecting of Nova, but Nova is gonna come in clutch here, man. Just such a good champion. And here I drop down America Chavez because I don't see a good counter to her, and he has to pick Shuri here. So yeah, not really a good counter to Chavez, but Shuri is just super versatile anyway, so she can get it done for sure. Shuri's just crazy. I don't have her in my deck. Oh my gosh, I just realized right now that I didn't add her in my deck. Okay, well, I need to do that now, but now let's see Nova in action. Rank 4 Nova, Max Sig. He does want Max Sig for sure because it is a massive damage increase. So let's see how he does here. Now, Nova has non-contact medium hits. That lets him take Korg, it lets him take Atuma, it lets him take I-Bomb, Man-Thing, you name it. Non-contact hits are just so overpowered, and Nova has them pretty frequently. So honestly, pretty great. And this is going pretty good so far, and then he does this. A full 5 combo into my block. Okay. That's really messed up, but okay, go ahead, bro. Just do that, because why not? So I just dropped the SP2 here to help lose some charges, and it goes pretty well. I mean, he had the shield there up anyway, so it wasn't going to do damage. But then check that out, man. 16,000 on that medium attack, and then we do it again for 17,000. Looking pretty good so far. So I go back in, I get the unblockable up, then I drop the SP2, and that just ends the fight. Pretty good, man. 60 seconds or less for a Korg is great, and Nova did it in 56, so pretty solid, man. And here we win this. Shuri did pretty good for America Chavez, but also just wasn't enough, so we get the win. Perfect. And now it is time for round 2. So here's the issue. I don't have an Atuma counter, and Atuma is a massive health loss if you don't have a counter, so I am just in a bit of a panic, but I have a solution. here's my solution. So he's gonna place down Atuma after I place down Thing, because Thing is my best defender here. He'll be a good time stall for sure, hopefully. And here he places Atuma, which makes sense. So here's my strategy. I'm just gonna go in with Sunspot, who is my best attacker by far, and I'm just gonna go all in. If I lose a ton of health, I lose a ton of health, but I want to get him down as fast as possible. Kate Bishop is really strong and she can do this fight in like, what, 50 something seconds, but I have confidence in Sunspot. So that was the game plan here, just to get him down as fast as possible, and let's see how Sunspot does here. So that's not a good start at all, like just a lot of time wasted right there, but now we get into the swing of things. And yeah, pretty good damage output right off the bat, man. 8,000 mediums with no flare states besides one, pretty sweet. But then he just blocks again as usual, which is super annoying. Like, I'm trying to hurry this up here, man. But then I drop the SP2 after this, and it gets him down. Not too shabby. 28 seconds, but a ton of lost health, so I'm a bit worried here for sure. But hey, we did our best. Like, it doesn't get better than that. Maybe like 25, 24 seconds, but you know, it might be enough. It might be enough. The clock is ticking here, and it is enough. So we got that win, and that was my final match needed to get that objective milestone for the 10,000 relic shards and the 20 ascension dust. So I am pumped, man. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop playing Battlegrounds for a while now, because I'm just exhausted from it. I played so much last season, so I'm still just not over that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna take it slow. This meta is super boring anyway, so why even bother with it, right? And there is my final ascension dust. There is 10,000 6-star relic shards. Super pumped here, man. Just super happy about this. And let's claim it now. So I claimed that, and now I have 2 6-star relic crystals to open. So let's do that real quick. I just won any good relic. Relics, I feel like, are pretty good. There are some that are just super insane. For example, Hulkbuster with Guardian. What else? Ant-Man with Cassie Lang. There are some great relics here, so I just want one that has a great pairing with someone. So the first relic here, just something good, please. And we get Juggernaut. That is honestly pretty great. If you watch my Adventures of Arya series, then you know that I love Juggernaut now, so this is a great pairing for my eventual Juggernaut rank up. So I'm pumped about that, man. That is a great pull. Juggernaut with Juggernaut is just an insane pairing, man. So I am really happy with that. And the next crystal is going to be, thankfully not Wolverine, who is the worst relic by far. We get Ant-Man. Such a good relic for Cassie Lang, for, you know, Ant-Man himself, for Yellow Jacket even, Spider-Ham. Just a ton of good options there, but here is my rank 5s now, and look at that beautiful Ascension button. If I had to pick my own Ascension, I would probably pick Mole Man, just because he is my favorite champion in the game, but like I said, it might not be up to me, I don't know just yet, but I want to see just how it turns out, because I would love to do Mole Man. I would love to do... I guess I just want to do Mole Man, to be honest, but we'll have to see how that turns out, right? But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this video. Nova, pretty underrated. Those relics, pretty solid, and hopefully I can do Mole Man as my first ever 6-star Ascension. And yeah, that's about it for me.